Welcome, everyone. My name is Dr. Michael Forde, and thank you for joining me today to discuss a pressing issue in public health, antibiotic resistance. So this topic is not only relevant to our health, but also deeply intertwined with our lifestyle choices as guided by the Adventist health message. So let's explore how we could address this global challenge together. Antibiotic resistance, also known as ABR, is one of the most significant threats to global health today. And it occurs when bacteria evolve, and over time they become resistant to drugs that were designed to kill them. And every year, we see over 700,000 deaths attributed to drug-resistant infections. Now, this is a staggering number that underscores the urgency of our discussion today. World Health Organization, also known as WHO, warns that if we do not act decisively, we could see this number rise dramatically. By 2050, the deaths from antibiotic-resistant infections could surpass those from cancer, leading to a potential 10 million lives lost annually. The crisis demands our immediate attention and our action. And so to illustrate this point, consider how common infections that were once easily treatable, such as urinary tract infections or pneumonia, are now becoming increasingly difficult to manage. And the prospect of returning to a pre-antibiotic era where simple infections could lead to severe complications is now frightening and should compel us to act. So to understand truly the ABR, or the antibiotic resistance, we must recognize that it's not an isolated issue. Matter of fact, it intersects with various public health challenges, including chronic diseases and environmental concerns. Something known as SDOH, or the social determinants of health, play a very crucial role here. Factors like education, income, and even access to healthcare can significantly increase and influence healthcare outcomes and choices. So for example, individuals with limited resources may rely on processed foods, which often contain additives that can affect our health and contribute to ABR. Furthermore, as we consider the broader context of health, we must acknowledge the impact of environmental factors, such as pollution and climate change, which can really worsen health issues. So addressing ABR requires a holistic view of health that incorporates all of these factors. Now, our dietary choices are very pivotal in the fight against ABR, also known as antibiotic resistance. So the food we consume not only affects our health, but also influences the broader agricultural practices that contribute to the crisis. Processed foods, which are very prevalent in many diets, often contain a lot of ingredients that can promote inflammation and weaken our immune systems. But on the other hand, we have a diet that can be rich in whole foods. So we're talking about fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains. And this can strengthen our immunity and reduce the need for antibiotics in the first place. So the consumption of animal products raises concerns about antibiotic use in livestock. Many farmers use antibiotics to promote growth and prevent disease and chronic conditions, and this practice leads to antibiotic residues in meat and dairy products, which can contribute to the development of resistant bacteria in humans. So we must ask ourselves, how can we, as individuals and a community, make more informed dietary choices that prioritize health and sustainability? Transitioning to, for instance, a more plant-based diet could significantly reduce the demand for antibiotic-laden animal products. Community engagement is very crucial for addressing health issues like ABR, and a lot of successful programs are actually originating from grassroots efforts that emphasize education and healthy living. So for example, many faith-based organizations have now initiated community health programs that promote healthy living by healthy eating and antibiotic awareness. And these programs not only educate individuals about the risks associated with ABR overuse, but also provide resources for making healthier food choices. So by coming together as a community, we can support each other in making lifestyle changes that positively impact our health and the health of our families. And this collective effort can amplify our voices in advocating for better practices in agriculture and public health. Now, one effective approach is to host workshops or health fairs that could offer cooking demonstrations, nutrition education, and even informing individuals about the importance of reducing antibiotic use. Now, these events could empower individuals to make healthier choices while fostering a sense of community. Education plays a very vital role in combating antibiotic resistance, and it's essential to empower our youth with knowledge about how ABR works and the dangers of misuse. Incorporating health education into school curriculums could even foster a generation that's more informed about health issues. Now, initiatives that engage students in discussions, especially about those related to antibiotic use and resistance, could encourage responsible health behaviors. In addition, we can consider leveraging technology and social media in this day and age to spread awareness about ABR. Engaging youth through platforms that they already use can facilitate conversations and disseminate important information. And by teaching our children to make informed choices, we are now equipping them to face health challenges that may arise in the future. So this education will not only benefit them from the personal aspect, but also contributing to a healthy society overall. Now, as I said before, antibiotic resistance is a global health issue that requires collaboration across nations. Countries worldwide are grappling with the consequences of ABR overuse and the rising tide of resistant infections. But we can learn from nations that have successfully reduced antibiotic use in our culture. For example, there are some European countries right now that have implemented stringent regulations on antibiotic use in livestock that lead to significant decreases in antibiotic-resistant infections. And these case studies provide valuable insights into how effective policy changes can lead to better health outcomes. In addition to this, global organizations like WHO and the Food and Agriculture Organization are now working to coordinate international efforts to combat antibiotic resistance. So by supporting these initiatives and advocating for global standards, we can contribute to a more unified response to this crisis. Innovative solutions are emerging every day as we confront the challenges posed by antibiotic resistance. Researchers and farmers are exploring alternatives, and one of the most recent uses is the use of probiotics and prebiotics, which has shown promise in enhancing animal health without relying on antibiotics. So these natural alternatives can now support animal growth and immune function, which will ultimately reduce the need for antibiotic use. Additionally, we have advancements that are being made in agriculture through practices that are promoting and prioritizing animal welfare that will lead to healthier livestock and safer food production. So by supporting these innovations, we can contribute to a food system that overall can align with both our health goals and ethical values. So let's consider here that urban agriculture and community gardens can be also part of solutions. Growing your own food could be a way to produce without using unnecessary antibiotics and reinforcing our commitment to sustainability. Advocacy is one of the most crucial things in this fight against antibiotic resistance. And as individuals, we can start by leveraging our voices, by speaking and raising awareness within our communities, and leveraging our minds to affect policy change in the most positive way possible. Through collaboration, through health organizations, we can make sure that we amplify our message and reach a broader audience. And each of us has a very big role to play. And so one of the things I want to challenge each and every one of you to do is to not just use your voice, use your mind, use your connections, use your community, and make sure that we encourage all of our individuals, whether we are doing our friends and family or those in the church, to join us in this fight against ABR. And with that, I wish you the most positive experience that you could have in this fight against ABR as our faith guides us to making the most informed decisions about our health and nutrition. Thank you.